What is the difference between someone who genuinely, unconditionally loves themselves and a narcissist? Why somebody who truly, unconditionally loves themselves can never, ever be a narcissist? And why someone who practices self-love and unconditional love would never deal with a narcissist, and why I would never deal with one. So these are the 3 questions we're going to condensely and intensely cover in this video today. Welcome back to Lyra Vega universe. Do you like my natural heat curls? Forgot to mention in the previous video. Anyway, this is the place for you to expand your consciousness and awareness so that you can create more magic and beauty and cool stuff into this life and align with the powerful flow of manifestation and abundance. First of all, I will not be going through all the types of narcissists and fully giving a whole definition of what a narcissist is, because if I do that, we're gonna be here for at least 20-30 minutes. I do have to mention that there are many types of narcissists. There's actually even a narcissistic personality disorder. And anyway, what we're here for today to really draw the line, because you might either be curious, can someone who practices self-love turn into a narcissist, or you might be afraid that that could happen. That's why we're here today. And also because I have encountered a lot of times when they see someone who's self-confident, which is not narcissist, and we'll cover it in a moment, who's self-confident, who loves themselves, people start saying that that person is narcissistic without even knowing what they're talking about. So let's really draw the line, which there is actually not even, you'll see, there is no need to draw the line because it's so obvious. As we mentioned in the previous video, when you go on a journey of learning unconditional self-love, you learn so much compassion, you enter and cultivate such high frequency states, and you go so deep within who you are and your nature and your relationship with the world. And because of that, you can meet others at a deeper level, at least at whatever deep level you've been able to meet yourself at. And that's a very crucial characteristics to set right here, right now, for a person who loves themselves. And if you want to go deeper into that, just check out this video. Whether a narcissist is the total opposite of it. A narcissistic person, again, not going into all the details, but a narcissistic person, first of all, is definitely in a victim mode and doesn't have enough confidence, even though it might look like it in some of the cases, most of the cases of narcissistic people. And as a result of that, the person just engages in so many self-destructive behaviors. Everything about a narcissistic person is rooted into not feeling secure with who they are and their own place in this world, which is the total opposite what you achieve when you embark on a journey of self-love. This is why people who are narcissistic, they engage in so many self-destructive, and not just for themselves, but for the rest around. But first and foremost, for themselves. Self-destructive behaviors like lying, cheating, manipulating, rage. Yes, it hurts others, but it hurts themselves first because it gets them in such a low frequency state. And if you want to actually know more, and I have so much experience on this. As an empath, oh my goodness, I'm just seeing through all the energies, and there's so many powerful stories I can tell. So if you want to know more how different states can affect and alter who you are and your reality, and how you can control those states and really be mastering them and not be just, taken by the flow, just comment down below in the comments. Sounds kind of like a cacophony. But yeah, write down in the comments and I'll make a next video about that. So yes, coming back, a narcissistic person is always looking for validation. They have entitlement issues. And when you love yourself deeply and fully and unconditionally, you don't need the validation, because here's the condition. The narcissists need validation from the world, otherwise they're not satisfied with themselves. They don't love themselves, which when you truly love yourself unconditionally, you don't need the validation from the world. You don't need a condition to love yourself. You just accept yourself at such a deep level and you're so content with yourself. This is why also self-confidence is not narcissism, because self-confident people, they just know who they are. They know their worth. They don't need to prove it to the world. They don't need the validation. And they're not shy to speak about it when it's needed. And they exuberate this confidence. That's why many times people confuse, people who are not very aware, they confuse someone who is self-confident as a result of practicing self-love and a narcissist. And most of the times, it's not even that those people confuse. Many times people are so insecure about themselves that if you are so in love with yourself, so self-confident, and you just carry yourself in this world with your shoulders back, with your back straight, and you just like exuberate this power, you will intimidate a lot of people, and those people will want to bring you down. And what is the first defense mechanism? They're gonna tell you that you're a narcissist. I got that so many times. Actually, I wouldn't say so many times, but I got that. And all I could do was, I was actually curious and surprised when those people told me that. I was like, wow, I wonder what did I make them feel insecure about, and I wonder what's going on for them. And most of the times I've been able to find a way to encourage those people, but sometimes you just have to just be there, open, and if the person needs help, they'll reach out. Everybody has their journey. Don't force the bird out of its egg. It's not gonna help. So as you see, because all the traits that a narcissist manifests are the traits that are the opposite, that they cannot coexist when you fully love yourself. You cannot feel the sense of entitlement when you fully love yourself, because you know who you are, you know your place in the world. You don't need to prove to others and like feel over special of the others. And you also understand and sense that there is a connection between you and the world, and you respect that. You respect yourself, so you respect the world as well. So there is just no space for entitlement. And there is another very important part: integrity. As a result of developing self-love, unconditional self-love, you develop a very strong sense of integrity. And also, you must develop a strong sense of integrity if you really, truly want to go deep and succeed with your journey of self-love. And as you can see, people who are narcissistic, they have a huge problem with integrity. That's why they cheat. That's why they lie. They don't even understand that they're hurting themselves in the first place with that. That's why they manipulate, because they don't have that sense of integrity. So we have made it clear already what is a narcissistic person versus a person who loves themselves. There is, as you can obviously see, there's a huge gap. It's a total opposite. It's a total contrast. And sometimes we might fall into those narcissistic behaviors, but that does not necessarily mean that we are a narcissist. I mean, we all lie. Not everybody who lies is a narcissist. It depends on why you lied, what kind of lie, how far you went with it, your intentions with that lie, correct? Though I would say every lie lacks integrity. even though I'm so big for integrity and I would love to say that I don't say lies, there are times when I do. I'm ready to, though, when I do, I'm ready to assume all the responsibility and own it. That's a different topic, actually. There's like, this is so deep. We open the rabbit's hole here with this topic of self-love. So, being a narcissist is a toxic relationship with yourself in the first place, and obviously with the others. And I have such a funny pronunciation sometimes. And this is why it's very clear that a person who practices self-love and learns and embodies unconditional self-love can never be a narcissist. It's just not possible. It is not. And if you think I'm wrong and you want to prove me wrong, comment down below. I would love to hear and see what that is and engage on that. Now, going into the next one, should or could a person who practices self-love to be with or around a narcissist? First of all, starting from myself. No, absolutely no. Not because I hate narcissists. Well, I love myself, so I would not cultivate. Sometimes I have sparks of those feelings of hatred for something. We manage it quickly, but I choose not to cultivate and engage any negative emotions like hatred, despise towards anything or anyone. So I do not hate narcissists. However, because I love myself, I cannot afford to be around someone who's toxic with themselves in the first place and then with myself. And if you are trying to fix a narcissist and just for whatever reason keep being around a narcissist because you have a good heart, well, first of all, I'm gonna drop a truth bomb. It's not because you have a good heart, it's because you're naive and you lack self-love. You need to learn to love yourself more. To fix a narcissist, first of all, they must want to do that, and you need professional help for that. And there is no need for you to sacrifice yourself, which a person who loves themselves would never sacrifice themselves. You don't need to do that in order to heal the person. And because first of all, it's that person's responsibility to heal themselves. Your responsibility is to heal yourself. And as long as you're staying with a narcissistic person, you keep wounding yourself more and more. So it's like a very masochistic relationship towards yourself. It's very important to understand it. This is why a person who truly unconditionally loves themselves just won't tolerate to be around a narcissist ever. And I would never tolerate, and I never did tolerate, to be around a narcissistic person. And the deepest reason is also because a narcissistic person is very superficial. They do not go deep into the matter of things, into someone's soul, into their own soul. And the person who truly loves themselves, they know how to go deep into themselves. If you truly love yourself, you know how to meet yourself at a deep level so you can meet others. And no matter how hard you try, you will never be satisfied with a narcissistic relationship. I'm not talking necessarily about a romantic relationship, any relationship, because your need of deep connection that's not superficial will never be satisfied with a narcissistic relationship. And for a person who, if you truly love yourself, that's very important, because that's how you grow. When you connect deeply with someone, this is when amazing growth happens for both involved. So you're not helping anyone, you're only hurting yourself and the other person too. Though the narcissist wouldn't care. They would not do things that are hurting themselves, though they are. That's a huge dilemma. Let's not go deep into that. It's a very self-destructive behavior, being a narcissist. So yeah, the question for if somebody who loves themselves would be in a relationship with a narcissist, no. So if you are worried that maybe you just lied or manipulated here and there or something, or you cheated, not necessarily like romantically and sexually, maybe like you just cheated on yourself something, or like whatever, there's so many ways to cheat. And you just feel like, oh my god, am I narcissistic because there's this and this symptom. Just the fact that you are worried that you might become narcissistic as a result of self-love already speaks that you are not a narcissist. Most likely. I'm saying most likely because the universe, the world never ceases to surprise me. So yes, a narcissist, it doesn't matter how much they hurt someone, it doesn't matter how much chaos they cause around themselves. As long as their interests are met, they're fine with it. Sometimes they may feel a little bit, they know that that's not good, it's destroying their life, and they don't feel good about it. That's actually going into like therapy and actually like the disorder itself. So we're not going to go there. I'm not the qualified person to go that deep in that topic. But the point is that if you are worried about not being too arrogant with your self-love, with not like hurting others because of that, you're not a narcissist. It's normal. And as a wonderful act of self-love, unconditional self-love, to do is accepting yourself, even though you know, and it's important to know that no matter what, you can never satisfy everyone. When you put yourself first, which you should in a healthy way, in an unconditional self-love way, not narcissistic, when you put yourself first, there's no way everybody's gonna be happy. Even if when you don't put yourself first, there's no way everybody's gonna be happy and nobody's gonna be hurt. There's always someone who's hurt. There's always someone who's not happy about something. However, when talking about a utopic scenario where everybody is just so mastered the self-love game, the self-love journey, I don't think anyone would get hurt that somebody else is putting themselves first. So that's why I'm making these videos here. I really want to contribute to this utopia that one day will come true on this planet. Anyway, go ahead, learn unconditional love. Don't worry. As long as you practice everything you do from integrity and from connection to your heart, you are not going to be a narcissist. It's impossible because it's the polar. You can either be one or the other. You cannot be both. You cannot both love yourself unconditionally and be a narcissist. So go ahead, also share this video with someone you know should learn more to love themselves, or should know that they're not a narcissist and it's okay to love yourself and present yourself powerfully. Share this video if it made your life in any way better, which I know it did. Give it a thumbs up, hit the notification bell and subscribe. Subscribe and hit the notification bell because there's so much more powerful content coming around self-love. So let's grow together, let's expand our awareness and consciousness, and let's keep raising our vibe. So stay tuned. Tomorrow is going to be another video. I guess it is tomorrow because this video is for the Thursday, or is it not? Anyway, I'm uploading every Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. So if you are subscribed and the bell is hit, you won't miss the next powerful episode. And if you have any insights or ideas, leave them in the comments below. I always love to read them. So write it. I'm gonna read it and answer it and see you in the next one. I need to fix this. Bye, and check out the videos around here. Bye bye.